me say good morning and thank you all for coming. This is an exciting day for us. We are so very excited that we are launching our new crime initiative called Starlight. This is something that we have discussed since the beginning of my tenure here in Dallas. And thanks to our partners at Safer Dallas, Motorola, members of the Dallas Police Department, our CIS, all of our fruits are coming you're seeing the labor of our fruits. And so we're excited today. This would not be possible without all of these individuals standing behind me, working together alongside of Safer Dallas and the Dallas Police Department. There has been work, our command staff, as I said before, Motorola, the multiple members of the Dallas Police Department, as we focus on innovative ways to combat crime in the city of Dallas. There's some people that I want to acknowledge. John Forrest, who is the Secretary of the Board for Safer Dallas, can you raise your hand? He is here. They have worked tirelessly to get this off the ground, and we're so excited. Motorola Solutions, Neil Thomas, and multiple members from Motorola Solutions. He's the Vice President of the Texas region. Lieutenants Jim Lewis and Cyrus Zafrani from our department. Our CIS division, Cornell Perry, Rob Roussel, we want to thank you so very much for everything that you've done. We also want to acknowledge our city council members. Paula Blackman is the council district representative for District 9, which is where we're standing at this time. And this is a Starlight location, as well as two others in Councilwoman Arnold's district, as well as Councilmember Blewett's district. The location in Councilwoman Arnold's district is 2900 block of East Ledbetter. That's in District 4, and the 7-Eleven in the 2500 block of Lemon, that is in District 14, which is Councilmember Blewett. We did not do anything different when we were focusing on crime here. We focus on data-driven solutions, and that is what we use to select these three locations. We looked at the highest calls for service throughout the city, and that is how these three areas were selected. We saw that residents reported a number of crimes and that they had a certain level of fear in regards to coming to these locations. And our goal is to make sure that the residents of our community feel safe and that they have a safe place to stop and shop. We have one of our members, Ms. Marcella Atkinson, who runs a business not too far from here, and she was very active and very vocal, and we want to acknowledge her today and thank her for her call to action around this particular location. And so we're here, and we're here to say we're here for the duration to ensure that crime is reduced and or eliminated in this area. The Starlight Initiative is going to assist us in our every effort. We want to let you know that this location is equipped with cameras as well as signage and a blue light that is going to tell residents that this is a safe place to stop and shop. This is a place where if it is late in the night and you need to stop and grab milk or cheese or sandwiches for the kids, that you can come in, and our community is a safe place for you to do this. I don't want to give too much away because Lieutenant Lewis, who is the project manager, and I can't say enough about him, I give him these projects and he just takes off with them and makes sure that they come to fruition, but he's going to go into detail about them, so I don't want to give too much. But I do want to let you know that with the cameras at this location, non-sworn and sworn members at our Fusion Center / Real-Time Crime Center in the city of Dallas, down at headquarters, is able to see what is happening at this location in real time. And you're able to see that from the monitor. In our efforts to ensure 21st century policing, we must continue to utilize technology. We are always, as I said before, looking for innovative ways to keep our citizens safe. We want to work proactively in that, and this Starlight initiative is a way that we do that. We have made significant strides in utilizing technology throughout my tenure. We've implemented text to 911. We've done the Dallas online reporting system, known as our doors. We've relaunched our iWatch app for you to report crime. And now we have visual virtual patrol called Starlight. We recognize that although we've done many things, there's still a lot more work to do. I am confident that Starlight will become a game changer for us in the city of Dallas. Throughout the next 6 months, this will be a pilot or proof of concept for our residents at these 3 locations. We will evaluate the impact of this program for future expansion. Our goal is to make sure that every business around the city is a Starlight location so that every place is monitored by the city of Dallas and that this is one of the safest cities in the United States. Thank you for coming. Now I'm going to turn it over to Lieutenant Lewis.
Again, I want to thank all of you for being here on this beautiful morning. It's Texas, and you never know what the weather's going to do, and we've absolutely been blessed with what we have this morning. So I thank you for joining us as we roll this out. This is exciting stuff. This is game-changing stuff. Every organization has a responsibility to its stakeholders to provide the highest possible level of service and to be as effective and efficient with the resources with which it has been entrusted. For the Dallas Police Department, this includes being excellent stewards of our greatest resource, and that is our people. Today, I have the privilege of introducing to you the Starlight program, a fusion of technologies that will reduce crime, deter offenders, increase the quality of life for the community, and assist the Dallas Police Department with the apprehension of those who would choose to break the law. Starlight is a public, private, community effort to connect the people we serve directly into the police department. This is done by linking businesses directly to police dispatch and to our real-time crime center through Motorola's Command Central Aware platform. Command Central Aware uses both video analytics and notifications through our 911 system to alert our real-time crime center personnel of an event at a Starlight location. It establishes a workflow process that allows the information to be fed to us rather than us have to go seek out the information. It shaves precious seconds off of officers' response times, allowing us to respond more efficiently, more quickly, with the correct resources in a way that has the opportunity to save lives. The real-time crime center has the ability to assess the event, the call at the location, and provide responding officers with up-to-the-second information about what's going on, who the offenders are, who the complainant is, vehicle identification, weapons involved, as if they are at the scene themselves. This creates safer and more informed responses by our officers and allows them insight into exactly what is going on before they ever arrive. I can tell you that as an officer, there are a few things more frustrating than arriving at a scene only to learn that you just drove right past the bad guy. When you live to serve, the fact that you might have allowed an offender more time to commit more dangerous action, it hurts you to the core. With Starlight, we will know what the bad guy looks like, what weapons are involved, what vehicles are involved, and even what direction they fled. Individuals contemplating crime at a Starlight location need to know that the Dallas Police Department is watching, identifying, and is going to catch you. Another component of Starlight is leveraging technology to further community policing. We will be meeting with our Starlight participants on a regular basis and the neighborhoods around them. Our goal is to build relationships, better understand the needs of the area, and collaboratively develop a better response to those needs. We don't want to just displace crime. That's not the goal. The goal is to reduce crime. As Chief said, Starlight will begin with a 6-month pilot program. And during this time, there will be 3 locations: 11770 Ferguson, 2503 Lemon, and 2911 East Ledbetter. We're testing multiple levels of equipment, technology, internet speeds to find the best fit for our community. We want access to this program to be within reach of every business. After 6 months of identifying best practices, technologies, and concepts, we'll expand Starlight to additional participants. This will allow us to see how a proven technology can best fit into the Dallas community. We want separate-facing technologies to be fused into a common platform so that the information our officers receive allow them to be better informed and respond more effectively. Now it is my pleasure to introduce John Forrest, the Secretary of the Board for Safer Dallas, Better Dallas, a man who I can tell you is committed to serving Dallas and who is a true friend of Dallas. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here today, and good morning. I want to thank the Motorola Solution peoples for their support and contacting Safer Dallas, Better Dallas over a year and a half ago in order to start our program with Starlight. Their explanation of the program and their immense statistic crime reduction capabilities drew our attention immediately to the fact that this is something we want to be a part of. The mission of Safer Dallas is to make Dallas the safest city in America. This project just landed in our laps. This is a really unusual and private-funded event. You are witnessing today the reflects over thousands of man-hours and over 70 distinctive meetings and a sizable donation from Motorola. We'd like to thank Dale Chapman, Jim Wolfenbach, Brad Rice, Neil Thompson, Colin Wessel, and all the Motorola team for their unrelenting work on this project. And thank you to the business owners of each location, as they are going to be part of a program that will shape Dallas. We have now begun the proof of concept phase, going live on October 28th. The next 6 months, we will be evaluating every process, integrating the technology into the Dallas and City of Dallas Police Department infrastructure has created a lot of challenges, which allows us to have to massage the process throughout we are connecting to real-time crime command. And therefore, as a proof, we are being sure that every single phase, once launched after April 2020, the program will be intact and fully functional. Of course, none of this would have happened if it wasn't for the enthusiastic and unwavering support of our Chief, Renee Hall, Lieutenant Lewis, and the countless other DPT officers who strive every day to make Dallas a safer place for all residents. We are honored to be able to donate today Project Starlight to our Chief. Thank you.
On behalf of Motorola Solutions, we are proud to partner with Safer Dallas and the Dallas PD with the Starlight program. And we're even more excited to be providing the technology that we've seen be successful in creating a tighter bridge between communities and public safety. Now, Command Central Aware is our software platform that integrates and aggregates live streaming video, real-time alerts, advanced data analytics, curated dispatch, audio, records management, and others into a single intuitive platform with geospatial mapping. Command Central Aware, solutions like Command Central Aware, afford the agencies like Dallas the ability to unify and integrate currently deployed disparate technologies into a single pane of glass, providing and creating an environment that fosters smarter decision-making and more efficient workflows. So when a 911 call comes in from this Texaco gas station, camera feeds in the area will spin up and become available to the analyst at the Real-Time Crime Center back at PD headquarters, who then, in turn, can provide real-time intelligence back to the responding units in the field, thereby creating improved outcomes and reducing risk. We at Motorola Solutions firmly believe that initiatives and programs like Starlight that leverage technology to further connect businesses with law enforcement ultimately create safer communities and help law enforcement work better and more efficiently. We thank Safer Dallas and Dallas PD for the opportunity to partner on this program. And as a resident of the city of Dallas, I am personally looking forward to what success at this program will mean for our communities. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to acknowledge Councilwoman Arnold. As we said, we have a Starlight location in her district as well. You're welcome to come to the mic, ma'am.
Good morning. I am extremely honored to be here this morning. I want to just thank Chief Renee Hall, her staff, for going out to grab this opportunity, Motorola, and other community partners. I can tell you that even though this is not my particular district, I am in District 4, and I wanted to make sure that our partners knew that I am committed. We welcome the outreach. The district in which I represent is striving, reaching out, and just continuously asking for support. And this couldn't have been a better gesture to let our community know in District 4, in this area that you're going to have the project set up, is that the police department is committed. We know they are committed, but even more so, I can tell you, it just underscores the bond and the relationship that we have, not only with the Dallas Police, but particularly NPO. And just know that this is a step, real time, real work, real commitment. And I want to thank you again for allowing me the opportunity to just share the excitement that we have about this project, all of our districts. But I have to say thank you even more so for the city of Dallas and District 4. Thank you.
At this time, we will take questions that you may have regarding the program.
Chief, how will this work? A lot of officers actually respond when they see something happening on this camera, or arrest people if they see a new question.
So what happens is the technology through Motorola alerts when they want to repeat your question. Ken's question is, will the officers see or know what's happening as they are responding? And the answer to that is this information, this feed, the camera feed, is feeding right into our real-time crime center, our fusion center. And our sworn and non-sworn members there are able to, they're alerted through software that something is happening at this location. They are then fed the information, the officers responding are fed that information from members in the real-time crime center of exactly what is happening, make and model of the vehicle, perp description, which direction the individual has fled, the clothing description. And we should talk about the technology of the camera. The camera footage, the pixels on the camera are so excellent that it's almost like looking at a selfie. So we will be able to give the officers accurate information as they approach the location and or pursue the suspects, and then allow members at the real-time crime center to get that information via telephone.
And if I might follow up, Chief, this place has been in a dispute with the city for quite some time, and the city has sued this place. Has the police department made an effort to respond to a crime level?
So I think I can barely hear your question, but the question is that this location has had crime for quite some time. And we are aware of the crime at this location. We have responded. Even residents in the community talk about the fact that they see police presence. But you know, like I know, that police can't be everywhere 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it is in those times that we are not at the location that they are seeing some of the crime activity that's coming at this location. And I just want to say that this is the 21st century policing response to not being present in body, but able to virtually view what's going on throughout the city.
And what I also said was that the city has sued this location, saying that it's a nuisance. So it's all of this an effort to try and fix things around.
No, that's not true. We do often go into litigation with businesses that fail to comply. However, this business has been compliant with some of the asks of the city, and then we thought that this would be an opportunity for this location because it's one of our highest crime locations to partner with the city and make sure that we're both responding to the needs at hand.
So I have two questions, Chief. One is a follow-up to Ken's. My first question, this is a pilot program, first in the nation or first in Texas?
This is in Dallas. What I do want to acknowledge is this is not anything that the Dallas Police Department created. This is a spinoff of Detroit's Greenlight location, and New Orleans has a similar program as well as Chicago. So this is not new to the world. It is not something that we created, but we are utilizing what works in other cities. As I said before, 21st century best practices says that this is a crime fighting tool that has proven great levels of success across the country, and Dallas is implementing that at this time.
Thank you. And to follow up on Ken's question, I believe the city did file a motion for an injunction against this food mart in August of 2018. Is there agreement to be part of this program, stop that legal process?
I'm going to let Lieutenant Lewis answer that question. He's been working directly, but there is a lawsuit at this time.
So you are correct. There is a lawsuit. However, this was done completely separate from that effort. I have been recently speaking to the community prosecutor who's handling this location. Efforts are being made on both parts to bring this location up to the standards that the city requires. We're not going to make anyone do anything, but we are going to extend to them an opportunity to participate in this program. And that's what happened here, was they were extended an opportunity, and they chose to jump on that chance.
Can someone talk about the types of things that software would pick up that would cause the Fusion Center to get a notification that something's suspected?
So at this point, we're using some very basic video analytics to see what kinds of events might be occurring at a location. A very simple example might be something like this. Typically, in a convenience store, folks are walking around, there's an exchange at the counter, things move at a fairly normal pace. The video analytics actually do have the ability to recognize that something has just sped up, something out of the ordinary is occurring at that location. So that would be a very simple example of the analytics that it is using. At that time, what it would do is it would bring the feed up automatically in the real-time crime center so that even if a camera operator was looking at something different at that time, that would be brought up in front of them, kind of, and an alert tone actually would go off saying, hey, pay attention to this one right here, there's something happening. And then they could get on the radio, notify dispatch, notify officers.
Chief, I had a question regarding the concern you hear from people here for the last, to my knowledge, 3 years, is that it's not the concern about responding to criminal activity, but preventing criminal activity here. That when you all leave, all these officers leave here within the next hour, I will see dope dealers in this parking lot transacting with people who drive up supposedly to get gasoline, that there will be shootings. We've had at least 3 in the past year, right here at this location, that these cameras are great, but the criticism is, where are your officers to prevent criminal activity at this location?
So that it's in tandem. That is why the cameras are here. In the past, there has been cameras, but those cameras have not been directly tied into our real-time crime center so that we're able to see this in real time. So right now, we have individuals that are virtually monitoring this location. So before, if we weren't present at the location, we would not be able to see the drug transaction or the prostitution that was taking place. Now, we see you, and we're letting you know that we see you, we're on our way. And in most instances, we can prevent crime because what criminal do you know wants to be caught on camera? So that is the difference right now, and we will continue our proactive patrols. We will continue to partner with this location and our other businesses throughout the city to ensure that we have our manpower response. But this technology helps us to be there when a body is not. Absolutely. In the city of Detroit, they saw a 50% decrease in overall violent crime as a result of green light locations. They started out initially with a pilot of about 4. They are currently up to 500 green light locations. It was so successful that they had to pass an ordinance because the green light it represented safety. So there were businesses who had not purchased the camera system, software, lighting, but had installed a green light at their location. So they had to pass an ordinance saying that it was illegal to possess a green light if you were not a part of their green light location. So that is the success that we've seen, not only in Detroit, but in New Orleans and Chicago as well. And if we do recognize that Chicago has violence, but what is important is that since their camera installation and their program similar to this one, they've seen a 40% reduction in crime as well.
So could you clarify a little bit? I keep hearing real-time crime center and the fusion center. Is the real-time crime center a new structure under the KPMG recommendation? Can you elaborate a little bit about is there a difference, and if so, what is it?
Well, actually, they're one and the same. Fusion Center and Real-Time Crime Center they're one and the same. They have separate functions. However, the Real-Time Crime Center was not a spinoff for the KPMG study. We actually, about 3 months ago, sat down as a command staff and said that we wanted an intelligence-led division within the police department. As you know, we continue to talk about being focused on data, that in order for us to make good decisions, we need good data. And a Real-Time Crime Center is something that, much like this Starlight program, allows us to view activities in real time. Our Fusion Center has always operated as an after the fact, as a monitoring system, not necessarily real time. So we have integrated those and we are updating. Real-Time Crime Center is not fully operational. Starlight is the kickoff of it, but we are hiring non-sworn individuals to fill these positions there, and that is where the direction that we'll be moving in from an intelligence led.
And then with the 6-month pilot program, what exactly are the metrics of success that you are looking at to then expand to other locations?
So we'll be looking at our response to the location. We'll be looking at the reduction in the number of offenses that are at that location. We'll just be looking at overall numbers. When we talk about the numbers of individuals selling drugs or prostitution, the numbers of calls for service. So looking at those and watching to see those numbers reduce, that is going to let us know. And also we have to monitor when a call comes into our Starlight location. What is our response time? What are we actually responding to? And do we need to make any adjustments in what we're responding to at these locations? So it'll be a host of analytics that we'll be putting together to make sure that we're making the best decision for the community.
What is the cost of the system for the merchant?
I'll take 2 more. I'll take yours and yours. Just 1 second, Sean.
So will there be a focus to help surrounding businesses if you see crime rate move or crime calls increase as surrounding areas to make sure that we're helping support those as well?
Yes, absolutely. That is one of the things that we're focused on. As Lieutenant Lewis said, we're not looking to shift crime. We're looking to make sure that we're addressing the concerns. So if we realize that having a Starlight operation at this location is pushing crime to another location, then we will make the necessary adjustments to be more proactive on that side until we can get that location as a Starlight location. And one more question.
The cost of the system to the merchants.
So I am going to let Lieutenant Lewis answer that question.
So for the pilot, there was no cost to the merchants outside of they purchased the signage and the installation for the signage. The equipment, the installation of the equipment, the Command Central Aware platform was all donated from Motorola to Safer Dallas, and then Safer Dallas allows us to use that. We are looking at, part of this pilot program is to assess what costs will be in the future as we move forward. And I can tell you with installation, with signage, with lighting, with everything, our goal is to keep it under $4,000. So we're trying to make it accessible to any business that would want to be able to use it. Correct, sir. Yes, sir. Under $4,000 per location. That's correct.
Thank you so much, everyone.